Mark Twain, born on 30th November 1835 in the United States of America. He died on 21st April 1910. Mark Twain said, if you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything. Samuel Lagom Clemens, known by the pet name Mark Twain, was an American writer, humorist, entrepreneur, publisher and lecturer. Greatest humorist USA has ever produced. Best remembered as the author of The Adventures of Tom Sawyer, 1876, and The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, 1885. Mark Twain quoted about India. India is the cradle of human race, birthplace of human speech, mother of history, grandmother of legend and great-grandmother of tradition. Our most valuable and instructive materials in the history are treasured here. Mark Twain said, if you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything. Yes, 100% truth. You don't have to remember anything. You do not even have to remember the time, your work, your workplace. You don't have to remember your wife, your children, your family, the family traditions, even your country, the birthplace, nothing. Such is the beauty if you tell the truth. They say a lie has got no legs. Yes. If you tell a lie, you have to become a member of the autocrats and the dictators club. That is what he said. If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember. You have to become a member of such a club that is called remember. You have to go back to find out about lies. Mind is such a beautiful, it is such a beautiful filtration system in the whole world. No other, no lie detector. The mind can filter things. If you have seen the truth, the mind will tell you before you could even ask. Even if you leave the place for 100 years also, the mind remembers only the truth. But the lies, you have to remember. you have to recollect it back. The mind tells of its own the truth. But if you wanted to tell a lie to twist, then you have to study by heart. That is what Mark Twain was trying to tell. If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything. Yes, don't have to remember anything. Everything happens of its own. When the Japanese painter was asked by the emperor to draw a bamboo shoot, he left the palace, he went to the forest, and he said he came back after 3 years, and the emperor asked him, what happened in these 3 years? Just to draw a bamboo shoot? He said, no, I went and sat in front of the bamboo first year, and nothing happened. On the second year, I could communicate and talk to the bamboo. Bamboo started looking at me. I started looking at the bamboo. We both started smiling. We both started smelling. Feel, smell, taste, touch and see. Yes, we started embracing. Yes, we started liking. It is kind of I was attracted. Yes, it was a crush. Then the liking happened. Then the love started. And on the third year, I became the bamboo, and the drawing happened of its own. You don't have to draw. Such is the truth. You can draw, but that is a light draw, borrowed draw, copied draw, Xerox copy, a copy machine from the copy machine, but nothing as beautiful as that one. When you go for a workplace, you are not going to the workplace. You become a karma yogi. Keep doing work without expecting results. And it happens, the work happens of its own. You don't even look at the time. For a karma yogi, time is not very important. Then you do not have to remember about the time and the work. It happens of its own. Money happens of its own. Fixed deposits happens of its own. You do not have to remember. Everything the mind does it. And if you look, yes, it happens of its own. You do not even have to remember the children's name. Nothing. It happens of its own. When you work very hard, when you go deeper and deeper and deeper, when you get tired, that is the smoke. When you stop it, it's a lie. When you get pain, you stop it, then it's a lie. When you get the pain, that is the time it's telling you delivery is going to happen. Now you have to start the work. Yes, when you get tired, that's the time you have to start the work. That is only the first layer. When you start the work, then you flush out the whole system, because the pain and the tiredness is only the soaking of the soap. Now when it is soaked, then the scrubbing starts to cleanse it up. Yes, such is the beauty. You go deeper and deeper. Then you see, you start scrubbing, and then you start polishing. And when the pain starts, you start polishing. After the polishing, you can clean it up. The cleaning time, yes, 7 times of cleaning, you see it started shining. After shining, you must wrap it up in a beautiful gift of a wrap. Then you are seeing the fire. Otherwise, you see the smoke come back. It's a lie. You are thinking you have seen it. No, you have not seen. Such is the power with the husband and the wife. The very first year, they both sit and nothing happens. Second year, a crush happens, a like happens, a love happens. Yes. And then they started feeling, feel, smell, taste, touch, and see. You have to sit. Yes, you have to sit and keep looking and looking and looking. And working and working and working, holding hands together, moving. And on the third year, the husband becomes a wife, wife marries with the husband. They both become one. In that one, the drawing happened. In that one, a birth happened. That one is that child. The child belongs to the melting child of the world. That is the real truth. The love child, they call it. And from the love child, when you keep doing, the joint family, the whole body is a joint family. It works together. It becomes so strong. You start working, you start scrubbing, it becomes polished. You don't have to remember anything. The world remembers you. Everybody around you remembers you. Remember you by name. You don't have to remember anything. If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything. Everybody remembers you. Yes. And when you see a question, you try to collect the answer, it's a lie. You see a question, the answer flows of its own. If you're a martial artist, keep doing, practicing. When the time comes, there you see the gaps, it strikes without thinking, the knockdown happens of its own. Such is the beauty of it. If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything. Such is the power. When I was a small boy, I used to go to my uncle's house, and he has got a very big land, and I see a lot of parrots coming there. So I asked my uncle, please catch one parrot for me. So he said, it's very easy to catch the parrot. He gave me a butter and said, you go and sit in the field. When the parrot comes, you keep the butter on top of the head of the parrot, and when it melts, the parrot cannot see. That time you can catch and come. I was thinking, how is that possible? First of all, when you go, the parrot won't sit, he'll run away seeing you. And how will I put the butter on top of the head of the parrot? That is the lie. But it is actually not lie. On the other hand, if you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything. Then you don't have to remember about the butter. You go to the field, you sit, you start sprinkling the seeds, the parrots come and eat, and every day you start doing it up, and slowly you keep the seed in your hand, parrot come close to you, they start eating from your hand, and then you don't have to put the butter on the head, the parrot will sit on your head and sit on your head also. Such is the beauty of the truth. If you can understand that much, then you understood what Mark Twain said. If you tell the truth, to tell the truth. Yes, you don't even have to tell the truth. The truth tells of its own. Your work, your style, your example. You be an example to yourself. And people will talk about you, seeing your work and your style. Yes, you don't have to tell. If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything. You don't have to remember anything. Everything, you are so much deeply involved. When the time comes, the answer flows. People, so many thousands of people remembers you. That was what Mark Twain was trying. If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything. Everything remembers you. This is my 97th short discourse. Another three more days, 3 more runs for my century. God.